Now, if you have hormonal imbalances like Hashimoto's, hypothyroidism, fatigue, you know what it's like to be experiencing this on a day-to-day level. So in today's video, one of our graduates, Nydia, is going to show you how she improved her fatigue, changed her life, improved her hormonal health, and is thriving. Ready? Let's get started. Hi there, I am 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞. So I would like to welcome Nydia all the way from Puerto Rico.
Hi.
So Nydia, when you came to us, you already ate a very healthy raw foods diet, and you ate a raw foods diet, 100% raw food diet for a very long time, but at the same time, you still had health issues. And eventually you realized that, you know what, I need to get help with this. I need to work it out. So when you approached us, you had a number of symptoms.
Yeah, well, I started by myself. And I started just like eating just fruits. You know, the energy level wasn't as high as it should be. Sometimes I was getting kind of like sick. So I wasn't sure if it was allergy or what, but so I learned a lot then with the program.
Yes, and you know, one of the things that you got tested and it was high was thyroid antibodies, because when we work with our clients, because we specialize in hormonal imbalances and Hashimoto's and thyroid imbalances, we know that when women come to us with symptoms of thyroid imbalances or with hypothyroidism, and they don't know whether they've got Hashimoto's or not, the first thing we ask them to check is that they test the antibodies, and yours were high, which obviously showed that you had inflammation in your body. So was it a surprise for you to discover that you had Hashimoto's, which is actually an autoimmune disease, in the 90% of cases responsible for causing thyroid hypothyroidism?
Yes, I was surprised because I was even being raw, which I thought I was doing pretty good since 2013. I was surprised that when I went to the doctor, he told me I had Hashimoto's, and I'm like, but that's weird. I mean, I'm eating healthy. Working with Paul, I understood why I was still having problems. I wasn't really doing it the way it was supposed to be done. I wasn't eating enough of a lot of things, and I was missing other things, like some
Yes.
seeds and things like that.
And you're right in saying this is part of, and it's just such a great example to show people that you can be on a raw food diet. I mean, what better diet can you follow? Like fruits and vegetables, raw in their raw state, uncooked, and you still had problems. And we talk about it a lot in our videos, and you know, in information that we present to people, to our followers, that you can be on a healthiest diet, but you can still have problems with Hashimoto's. And Hashimoto's is such a big disease that you need to address. It's such a big condition that can lead to so many future complications that you really need to reverse it and address it. So diet is the first step. And we did a lot of tweaking and changing with your diet, but we also looked at so many other angles and deficiencies and gut health and all kinds. I know that you worked with Paul, and Paul created a plan for you. So tell me, how did you start feeling? So let's say, you know, within a week of making the changes that you've created together with Paul.
Well, first of all, I learned a lot. First, I learned that even though I thought I was eating healthy food, even though they were healthy, they they trigger the antibodies, the thyroid antibodies. So I learned that with Paul, and then like after a week or two, I started feeling a lot more energy.
So what impact did that have on your life, having more energy, Nydia?
I started waking up earlier. I was able to do other things. I was doing yoga, I was walking the dog, and I was doing it very early in the morning. Early in the morning, I was waking up like at 4:30 in the morning. of course, I had to start, going to bed earlier too, doing different like changes.
Regardless what diet we follow, if there's still that stubborn condition that you haven't solved, let that be Hashimoto, so let that be improving your thyroid health, or improving your gut health, or reducing inflammation. If you still got that problem, even on the healthiest of all diets, you need to deal with it. You need to address it. And especially when it comes to an autoimmune disease, it's a very specific approach. It takes a very specific approach. So we worked on your nutrition, and we changed certain things. So you were deficient in certain things, and that can play a major role also on your thyroid health. And you started to feel better, and you started to do more, and you started to experience a lot more energy. So then can you tell us, what do you feel like now? You've been doing this for a while the right way. And also with regards to your thyroid, what's changed?
I was telling Paul one day that even though I was in this raw vegan lifestyle since 2013, and that my skin was soft, now that I was eating more leafy greens and more carbs, my skin was feeling even softer. Actually, you know what? I used to have constipation problems before eating regular, what everybody calls regular food, and changing from lifestyle or to eating more fruits. It helped me a lot. But lately, I was having again some constipations problem. Now, after taking the program, working with Paul, that was fixed. I mean, I'm like, okay, this is nice. I love it. Because now it's so different. I feel happier.
Yes, because you have such a better connection with yourself and your body, and that guidance within you, that intuition, you feel it's even sharper. And hey, that's such an important part of our lives, because then it guides you to make better decisions in life. It guides you to be more grounded, have more power, to be feeling more inspired to do the things that you need to do. So Nydia, for people who are on the fence about working with Paul and taking our program, what would you tell them? Would you recommend our program to them?
Sure, they're gonna learn so much. They're gonna learn a lot of things. I mean, I got so much, so much information from him that I was like, what is this? Oh my gosh, this triggered this does that, this is gonna help me if I eat more of this, or if I add this to my diet.
Thank you so much for joining. Muchas gracias. I know your first language is Spanish, Español.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining here all the way from Puerto Rico. And I know that your health will keep on improving. And as you are aging, you're not going to have inflammation in your body. You're not going to have your fatigue getting worse and all the symptoms getting worse. So you took your health into your own hands, and I'm encouraging you to do the same.
Yeah.
So muchas gracias, Nydia, and all the best. Thank you so much for joining.